Hello, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of Metal Mark the Boss Twitching. I'm Metal Mark the Boss. I threw Madden back on. I was getting crazy amounts of YouTube hits on Madden, so I figured, hey, go back to what the people want. Give the people what they want. Don't need to when you got the goals, which is great. Save us some time. Can't be mad that release went up. There we go. Make them all around. And he's from Temple. Crazy. See, that's where he beasts all these other dudes. Like that's around where the starting point of receivers are. It's around the 70, 73. So this dude, like, he can really catch. So that's why when the ball gets near him, if you get somebody's catch up and their play recognition up, like their awareness, say he's like in the 80s. Nah, that's why ball gets near him and open. If that dude isn't good at like trying to like counter block, him from catching it, he's just grabbing it. That's why, like I said, a lot of these people I picked on draft, I was like, oh, I hope I do a decent draft. Like, you know what I mean? Because it all depends. Like, sometimes I do amazing, and then sometimes I do okay because I didn't know any of the players, really like that, who to grab. He's still young, so he could have a year and come up. All right, I haven't played in a minute, so I'm going to be rusty. Just so you guys know. I guess Slim. Damn, they got girly. But then again, look at my dude. 95 is a monster. At 91, he's a monster. And then look, he came up. This team's a smash
Hey everybody,
team.
it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports. Straight ahead,
And I
we've got what
definitely,
should be a
I went
good
from
one
the
between
lowest.
the Miami Dolphins and the New York Giants.
Yeah, I went
All right,
from...
Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL
Wait up
finds
a
us at
second.
MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey.
I just bring the
Tonight
volume
we
down on
kick
my
off the
headset.
preseason with a good matchup right away between
That
the
shit was
Miami
loud.
Dolphins and the New York Giants. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
While in college, quarterback teams that improved their win total from 1 his freshman year to 5 his sophomore year to 8 his junior year. Love that type of improvement. Love that type of diligence.
Yeah, they're going to be killing it.
We go. 180. 55. What we got? What we got? What we got? Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
They're going to run away from him.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Goff. He's going to air it out deep for Green.
Oh, get out of
Tipped and
here.
intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick.
Come on.
Interception. Come on, guys. We got this.
Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. New York set to
I
take
should
the
have threw it a little
field.
more to the side. Like inside, and he would have got it. I thought by bulleting it would be a little short, and I would hit him.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards the pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing is Newton. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
To throw again on second down. Newton, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Gurley on first down with no blocking help there as he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 1.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now it's Newton. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Got to be frank, a silly penalty there trying to block the field goal, and that leads to a fresh set of downs. The shotgun snap for Newton. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down.
Sorry, now we'll take you out of field goal range.
They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So it'll remain to be seen how many drives this unit gets in, this being the preseason. But here they start with 3 points.
Yeah, I don't know that we'll actually see them anymore. They got 3 points on the board, 1 drive here in preseason. In this game, baseball caps, NFL approved, of course, for everyone.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
What the fuck, dude? You didn't put your feet down?
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball. When that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Can't believe
so
I'm fucking
on 4th
punting.
down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi.
I know I put it up one harder, but God, they went from like scrubbage to like, wow, I'm all Madden now. It's like, what the fuck?
This is taken at the 23. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here we go, Q. Here I come. Get it.
On second down now, it's Watson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Giants on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now it's Jackson. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson now.
That was stupid of me.
And it's intercepted.
I knew I shouldn't have put Madden on anything harder. I'm only so good at Madden, and half the time when I haven't been playing, I kind of force the ball in it sometimes. I do it, and most of the time when I had it a little easier, I wouldn't pay for it so bad. Now it seems like anytime I throw a little bit stupid, I'm going to get screwed. Like, now that I turn the game up just a hair, they're like, no, you're going to lose everything. We're going to pick off the ball every time. We're going to stop you every time now with the best running back at 3 yards. You're not going to have no holes and nowhere to run into. Our receivers are going to catch every ball. The quarterbacks are not going to feel the pressure, like the Madden shit. And I got to turn this down again. This has got me too loud.
For a Giant first down.
But yeah, this shit's just catawonky.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan
How much
Coachman
just
in
one
Orlando.
little rating
Coach will have
point over,
stats and
like you go,
scores
okay,
from
I'll play
earlier
the next
today
hardness.
in the NFL.
It's like, no, put it back down again, because it's getting ridiculous. Now your dudes can't get open. Now they're completing every pass. Like, everything they do is magic. Everything I do is contested. I can't pick the right play call every time they know that I'm set up for the pass or the run. See, look, even with the play set up for a pass play, guys still get open. You see what I'm saying? Like, before, I'd have more coverage. Now, all of a sudden, look, they're just walking the ball down the field, and I can't really stop them. I mean, I know I'm not great on defense. I never have been in that, but not walk down on this. I don't even know if this is normal.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10
and my
from the
team's
25.
half decent. And like I said, they're just walking down the field.
2nd and 10, it's Stick. They'll roll him out.
And then look, he'll just take off and gets fucking 1,000 yards. And then I have injuries off, so there's no way he's going to get hurt. And I don't know how the quarterback is able to do that. Like, when I'm in pass mode and I try to run, my guy's like a fucking turd. I can't do anything. I can't run until I break the line, and then he'll start speeding up. I don't know how to drop him in the run mode real fast and have him take off like that, but the computer can easily do it. That's why it's so hard in this game to play the computer on harder modes and shit because look,
escaping the pressure right. He's going to
he's
take
just going
off
to take
with it.
now. He's
able to work it here to the
masterfully
8-yard
taking off
line.
every single time.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3
Put me in a really
timeouts.
bad spot.
As the clock will
Like,
stop
all right,
with
well now the
55
quarterback's
seconds
just
to
going to
go
keep
until
running.
halftime.
He's the extra man. I'm not going to be able to stop this if my guys don't get in after him. And even when they do, they don't seem to run as quick
Looking to
as this
throw again
motherfucker
on
does.
second down. Stick. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Stick looks to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down.
Just see how
as he's
stupid that
tackled
was.
at
Now they're
the
using 4
1.
fucking downs to get this
The
problem.
Giants going to burn their 3rd and
I'm
final
gonna
timeout
switch this
as
rating
it'll
back.
come with
I don't
15
care.
seconds to play
I
in the
really,
first
I don't want
half.
to be frustrated playing Madden. Like I said,
They'll come
this is
out
why
in
I
the
started
pistol.
to let Maddens go because of what they started doing. Like they're making it too crazy, and it's like, well, dude, I can't do the things on the remote that the computer can do. Like you can switch right from deciding to being, you know, a passer to a runner and take off, and he's extra fast. But when I do it, I don't get the same advantage. You see what I'm saying? I get screwed over. My guy's a turtle until I reach the line. Oh, well, you gotta hit this button. I don't care about all that. That's crazy. Like, as soon as I
Okay, Brandon,
hit the
thanks
back
very much. Back to you guys in just a
R2
minute.
button for run,
As we've started the
as soon
countdown
as I
to
tap that
opening
button,
night. 3
the
more weeks
pass
of
mode should
preseason
go
action
down,
follow this,
and I should
and then we
easily
get it
be able
all
to take
started.
off.
Less than 1 month from tonight.
I shouldn't
in
have
our
to
game,
fight
the
to
defenses
run
look
like
to be ready for
that,
the
like they
regular
do.
season.
They can just whoop. I have fast quarterbacks. I should be able to do that kind of stuff, but I'm getting stuck to be in the pocket because they won't let me do that crap.
Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we
And
get
then the
back
kicks
at it
way
underway
more
in this
off.
preseason
Like
opener.
the kick
This
just
will be
got
taken
faster
very
and
short.
harder.
And it's a pretty good
Like
return here
everything
as he'll
just
get it up to the
enhanced up to the
29-yard
point where
line.
it's like almost like it took the enjoyment away from the game. That's why I'm like, wow. I'm like, now it's like
The Giants
I gotta be
offense
a
at the line,
professional
ready to
fucking
begin their next drive.
coordinator
They have the
to
lead
know
now.
what
They'll
play
be
to pick
looking
and
for
what to
some
do.
separation here
Here's
as we
some
begin the
suggested
fourth quarter.
plays.
I like the way you term that because
Yes, it's
now I
fine.
think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook.
Nah,
They
we're not
like what they
having
did in the
this.
first
I
half.
don't
That
care.
worked okay, but in order to get the separation,
Let's just no. I'm just not doing that right now. I'm not feeling that shit. I can't believe that I have to turn Madden down to baby mode to even play it. But if that's what's getting done, that's what's getting done. I thought, yeah, I'll put on Madden. People were watching. It'll be good. And then out of nowhere, it was like, nope. See, as soon as you put it on Pro. I don't know how anybody plays it on all Madden. It's fucking ridiculous. As soon as I put it to Pro, it got fucking tarted. I was like, yo, my dudes ain't getting open. Anything I throw, they're instantly picking it off. Quarterbacks running every fucking play. Like, yo, what the fuck? Like, dude, I'm not a professional coordinator. I don't know how to pick. Like, I'm not so pro football to where I go, I know every play to pick. I know how to counter that. No, I really don't. I'm just picking plays for run and pass. That's it. And stuff that I think will cover the areas that need to on a pass. That's it. And now all of a sudden they have, well, the quarterback can take off. They know exactly how to break down my play and get in the open, like immediately. And they're just breaking out plays left, right. I'm like, wow. So I went from containing teams to where I can't even stop them now. And I know they don't have a bad running back and a bad squad. They have an okay squad, but now I can't stop them at all. I can, but only when they get in the red zone, because now they can't take off on me. But you see, the quarterbacks just sneak, sneak, sneak. I'm like, well, how the fuck am I going to play that? Like, do you see what I'm saying? Like, I'd have to take a back character now and just watch the quarterback. Like, here, I'm gonna just be eyes on the quarterback if he takes off. So when he comes around the line, I'm there, and then you got to make the tackle. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm just like, wow, like this is too intense. I just want to have fun playing Madden. I don't want to, like I said, be EA Sports to fucking play the game. Like I said, that shit just had me in my bag. Like, you know what? I'm gonna put it back to rookie. I don't give a fuck. I want to have fun playing Madden. I don't want to be sitting here stuck like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking, have to be like the best coordinator all time and shit. Like, their suggested plays are dog shit. Like, if you're gonna let the computer counter me this bad, you might as well just pick the plays that you're gonna let me work the best, so I have a chance at least to stop them some. Otherwise, you know what play I selected. You know how to fucking turn and go, okay, well, here's the gaps. Go hit them. And it's like, well, shit, what am I supposed to do now? Teams are just going to chew me up. And then they're shutting me down on the pass game all day. The run game, they're keeping me to a low,
Everybody, it's the
no
coach.
breakouts,
This is
no room,
preseason
no
football
holds.
on
I'm like, so, okay,
And
well,
thank you,
I'm
Coach.
barely
We're
going to move
across
the
the
ball.
Hudson from Midtown
And these
Manhattan
teams
at
are going
MetLife Stadium in
to
East
just shit on
Rutherford,
me.
New Jersey. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Giants.
So as soon as that
This will
happened, I was
not be
just like, you know
returnable.
what?
It's
I'm
out
not
of the
doing
back
it.
of the
I'll put
end
it back
zone
to
for a
rookie. Fuck it.
touchback. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
While in college, quarterback teams that improved their win total from 1 his freshman year to 5 his sophomore year to 8 his junior year. Love that type of improvement. Love that type
I
of
ran right
diligence.
into that guy.
The run
That
on
was my
first
bad.
down gets him a couple up to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Couple. Damn, how many times did I say that?
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other
Yeah,
while controlling the
stop that.
defensive front linebackers.
Okay.
You're exactly right. It could be a very long night
that's
for the
me.
defense because someone's going to run for some big
Like I
yardage.
said, I'm only so good
That
at
certainly
Madden.
looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it. I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 7 plays in length. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now here are the Giants as they'll get their first opportunity here. They're led out by their big-bodied electric quarterback, Cam Newton.
Cam has all the skills that you're looking for. The arm that can do everything. The ability to run, hard to bring down because of his size. But the joy that he plays the game, I think that's his stock in trade. That's his calling card. That's what sets him apart from other players.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Geno Atkins got home that time.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Newton. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he completes it to Hunt. That'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That was my bad.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants are with the football as they've got it 2nd and 7.
51, Mike 51.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And hauled in here by Richard Rodgers. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. They'll run on 1st down. It's Watson. And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Stick from the gun. On the move to his left. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kahale Waring, 44 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Butker now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
That's right.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
First and 10, Stick. Over the middle, complete. That's Morgan. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Armstead.
They do not score, fellas. Here we go, here we go.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Stick back to pass. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That sack was by Isaiah Oliver from his cornerback position.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at about the 28. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Hines. The tackle by Janoris Jenkins.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Jackson. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
To throw is Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Butker on for the PAT. And it's 21-3. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
And New York set to take the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
From the 31, Stick got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Stick looking to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Richard Rodgers, that time. And it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
They'll set up to throw, and Watson has it right side. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Stick looks to throw it again. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to look deep. This is caught.
Get out of here. Yeah, they just got it out for me.
The prayer is answered.
Madden right now is like, yo, I got your number.
Well, certainly they haven't had the ideal first half, but there's something, some momentum for them to take into halftime.
Wow.
Yeah, and it might not be that wild.
There's like crash. They're like crash out. Madden's like, I'm turning that Madden fucking.
But it does give them a better feeling about
that Madden factor. I forget what the hell they call that shit.
In the second half.
Tucker with the extra point. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. Boy, rough crowd. No football for 6 months already. We're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3.
I switched it to pro for a second.
Probably not likely to see
like,
many
wow,
starters in the second
really
half as we get back at it underway
like
in this preseason
and then I go to put it back to this, and then look, teams that normally I hold it down. I've never seen a team that think it's 10.
New York set
I
to
think
take
I've
the
seen
field.
7,
They
but
have the
never
ball
10.
here for the inaugural
And
drive
now
of
all
the
of a
second
sudden
half.
I'm getting
Pretty
held
big
down
deficit,
low,
though. We'll see what
and the
adjustments
teams
were
are
made
playing
in
better
that locker
against
room.
me too.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Back to throw. That'll be caught by Rodgers. A gain of 6 there on first.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Throwing again on second down. Stick got it complete to Rodgers. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
I mean, I know it.
Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
Now my dudes ain't getting
So
in.
now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. Here's Stick on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's a corner that got in there for the sack. Dante Jackson.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much, unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot.
It got his man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That goes for a gain of 31.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kahale Waring ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged.
They
How
fucked me
big a
so
mistake
bad. I
and
was
when
like,
it occurs. No interception so
they're
far.
throwing?
Don't like
I was
that.
like,
I just
why
want
is
you
it
to know
suggesting
that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this third and fourth quarter.
passing plays?
Are you touched? He's patting
just
his
gives him
heart,
the
boys
big
and
run
girls.
for no
He's
reason.
touched.
Respect.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on first down, stick, and he's going to go down again.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night, and that'll do it for the end of the third quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Darius Slayton, 53 yards. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge, or they just don't like them? The other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. 1 play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. They'll throw on 2nd down his stick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Giants on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Here's Stick, 3rd and long. And Watson has it right side. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 15. 35
They let
yards
me
on
off
the
that
return.
spin.
Picked up some good blocks as well. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Jackson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete.
What? You didn't
Trying
put
to
your
give his
feet
man
in?
room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still
God, how
taking
do you
shots
beat
like
him
that
that
downfield?
deep, bro?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Antonio Callaway, 50 yards.
Should have been
As his guys
Slayton. This
continue
dude
to put
catches
this
it,
one out
doesn't
of
keep
reach.
his feet in.
So
How do
another
you do
score
that?
there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes, because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
On 2nd and 10, it's Stick. Rodgers brings it in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Stick looks to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now Stick. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. There to get a hand in and knock that one away, DJ Reed. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Stick to throw once more. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
Get out of here.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Get out of
Took
here.
a shot there on 1st down.
This dude just does not know how to put his feet in. Alright, that's going to be it for this episode. Thanks for tuning in. Hit the subscribe button at Metal Mark the Boss. This has been Metal Mark the Boss Twitching. I'll be back with more Madden 2020 All right, yeah, my bad for the crash out. I can't help it. I had like average dad crash out. Like fuck, and it so forced me to go back to rookie mode. But you see, right back to business. I had a lesson in a little. All right, I'll see you guys later.